Well, good morning, everybody. Well, my head is chopped off again. What's happening? The camera is not. Well, there we are. Good enough. I think it is good enough. Good morning, everybody. It is 4 a.m. Eastern Time. If you're not watching this live, like you should, but I can understand why you do not, then please hit that like. Hit that subscribe. I'm asking you right now, right away. You're watching this at 5 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, at 7 o'clock, at 8 o'clock. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe, share this with your friends. It is important, not for me. I told you this over and over again. It is important for the beast that's called the algorithm of YouTube. They really like those likes, and we like them too, but it's something that you really want to do. If you want to support Benzinga, you don't have to support me, of course, because I'm just, I'm doing okay. I am over 50, could you tell? And there is, oops, sorry, I'm trying to open my graphs now. It's not about me. It isn't. It is about Benzinga. It is about the community. So please hit that subscribe button. And if you subscribed already, then hit the like. Why don't you? Good morning, AK. Good to see you. Good morning, Waltz. Also, an early bird again on a Monday morning. Well, I had a great weekend. I had 2 parties. One on Saturday, one on Sunday. And on Friday, I had to take care of some stuff. So I did not tweet out that much or anything, I think. So we just made this one nice play. I think my mindset that I forget things, because if I did the play, then I want to forget it. If it's a successful play, I want to forget it. If it's a bad play, I want to forget it. It was on ABEV. Let me just pull up those charts here, then you can see that. It is a Monday morning because people are just waking up to the show. Only 6 viewers now, but we know that they will slowly rise during the show. So this is ABEV on Friday. Did not go all the way, but this is what we wanted. Display here, so on a daily, this is the daily now. This is what you see. This is what we wanted here. Nice play to the upside, but it was a real small play, and I got out early, so a little bit of money at the end of the week. It's still August. It's still not easy to trade, although Friday was nice for day. So if you made a bet, then it's just great if you did. So how did you do? You want to see if higher is a buy yet, AK? Well, why not? We are just with a small. Yeah. Here we are again. This is higher, not higher, and higher. It goes higher, not H-I-G-H-E-U-R, but H-Y-R-R-E. AK, I don't know. So as you well know, I'm a day trader, and this doesn't look good on any kind of long play that you want here. So let's look at this. Let's put this away for a moment. We go to a watch list just in a minute. So this low here is 1050. Is it? That's strange. This low is 10. No, this is 883. I was picking the wrong candle. So the problem with this one is that there is no big support to the downside anywhere here on this. And this is something that you really, I see what you mean with this cross here, but I would not be comfortable in playing this one. Really not. Because there's no indication whatsoever that this one so if you look at this, and then maybe you can tune into the 7:30 show, which is a more technical show. If you want to know where it is, follow me on Twitter, then you will get notified. But there is no sign here that there is going to be any kind of a bump. So what you want to see is that this looked like it, but could not get above the 1025, and now it's under all its moving averages. For a while, it broke here through its 200, and now it's just sitting here. And while it's sitting here, I would not trade this. So this is just 850. No indication that this is a real bump at all. So you want to see something like this. So if you want to play this, I would to the long side, I would set my alert here at 1025, like I'm doing right now, and to the downside, I want to set my alert here at 850-ish. And if one of those two levels break, then you might want to see what's going on, but be very careful, because here in this area here, this is no man's land. So be very careful on higher. If you want to buy this one right now, that's just for a long moment. It's very, very dangerous. Good morning, Ankit Chapra. Good morning, David. Good to see you here again. Good morning, Conversations on Character. GoCo. Is it in play? Is it not? Let's look at GoCo. I'm going to go to our watch list. I told you about GoCo and about my these things. If you see these in my charts here, this is me practicing. So don't follow me on that one, at least not on this one, because well, I got in, I don't know where, somewhere here or something, and then I should have gotten out, of course, somewhere here. But this is just me some stuff, still learning. After all these years, I'm still learning, trying to really get a grip on those options plays, which is not an easy thing to do. I don't have the patience for it sometimes, because, well, day trading is just now in my blood since a few years, as you all know. So let's erase those lines here. Well, more or less the same story, because, well, here is, it fell down, and what you want to see here, of course, I can see why you're looking at this, is the gap close here to the upside, but falling down here, and now it's just sitting here in a little bit bigger range than the one that we looked at just before this one. So this is the low that you want to watch out for, 4-ish, and this is 540, and it's also coinciding with this green 9 EMA line that you see here. So people who are watching this for the first time, this is 9 EMA, the green one, 20 EMA is the yellow one, 50 EMA is the blue one, and 200 SME is the red one on a daily, and you see them on all the other charts too. It's my 5 minute. So there was no indication whatsoever that this is going to be a bump to the upside. So if you want to play something like this, then I'm only interested in stocks like this if they're really gonna trade out of these ranges here. So 544 and 404, sorry, could be something that you want to jump into, but I would not do anything else or anything earlier than that, because this is just a consolidation station here. Tomasino, it's good to see you here. Two weeks are due to COVID. Okay, hope you're doing okay now. Good to see you back here. Monday morning, I think, sipping their coffee. We have a special viewer right now, which is Spencer Israel. He's somewhere at an airport and watching the show live. So be at your best behavior, guys, because, well, if he doesn't like the show, then he'll give me a beating. No, he won't. Okay. Let's do our watch list. We have a watch list, of course. We have a watch list. We have a watch list every day. So we have a watch list right now. There are 12 items on my watch list. Here they are. Gonna call them out for you. ABEF again, Hope. Why not? CGBD, Xgen, MIRM, Mara. Why don't you? Sense, some SKLZ, why don't you? So some smaller ones and some mid-range ones. Cisco, Vion, and Wells Fargo. Options activity on VIAC, or really takeover news. Yeah, David, you really have to smash the like now. So because we want to. Neo, I don't know. I really don't know. But why don't we have a look at it? Will Neo go up? Well, I don't know anything. Nobody knows anything, to quote our famous DDD, but well, this might tell you that it will go up. You need some follow through. So this is normally this kind of candle. You learn that in all the books and all the videos that are on YouTube will tell you, okay, it's going up. So but you want to see some strength in stocks like these, don't you? 37.90 is the high here. It's now trading at 37.27. Let's have a look at what's on here. Oh. Okay, really tried here now in pre-market. So this is this blue line is pre-market open, this white line is post-market close, a little gap here, and then gap to the upside, jump to the upsides, 50 cents, and then try it once more here, all the way to 67, but did not break this 37.91. So there is some pre-market action going on. So if it does not break 37.91, then you might be in for a short here under this one, 37.91. But so you were some time off because of COVID, but you've got a good eye here because you saw something that I missed. And that's why this chat is so amazing, because it's a high value chat. I believe that, and only because of that reason I am so happy to do this show, because it's giving me and anybody else ideas here. So now you have to think what's going on. And NEO has this tendency that it falls down and then again. That's the play that I always want to make, so the reversal long play. I think this is a bad print here, what you see here, all the way back to 34. So there are two levels here. This is a level 37, and also this post-market close might be something that you want to look at here. 37 certainly seems something that's playable. And then what you want to do, of course, is play this to the downside here first. So wait till it falls to the downside. So this is a possible play here on NEO. Hits this line. What you do then is you put here, if you're convinced that this will happen, then 37.02 might be your limit order here. And then this is what you want, and all the way up to the break here of pre-market, so it gets you a little bit more momentum here to the upside, and then there is a dollar play here, because 37.91 will be your next resistance point. So that might be something I will be looking at. So just the reversal long here on NEO. The pre-market high break is also something that you can play, of course, because, well, you saw this all the way up, and now if it's breaking this when markets open, then normally this would be a play. But look at this next resistance line here, 37.91, 38-ish. That's only 20-cent play. So that's only a quick scalp then that you could make, and that's not something that I'm comfortable with. So I want to see something like this happening. I want to see that it hits this 37 level and holds it, and then trying to get back up again, and then you can make a dollar move on a $37 stock, and that's just nice. This pattern that we see here, we see a lot, of course. So a lot of people shorted here in at this point. So what you can, if this is going on the rest of pre-market, something like this, then this reversal play might just play that you want. If it gets back up again above VWAP even, and then tries to break this one, then keep this on watch also, because during pre-market also might try to hit this 37.91, and if it does something like that, then there suddenly is some room to the upside here. This 38.19 might be still in your way, but I'm thinking more that if you want to buy this on strength, and it really then your next resistance point is this 9 EMA here. Then you can do that. So a nice call on a Neo is also always very valuable. Just give me a heads up if you can hear me, because I just got this thing that my mic was North Carolina agony or late. Good morning, OP. I've been thinking about the value of a Tesla bot able to cook, clean, drive, and trade for me while enjoying the better part of life. I can be your bot, OP. Why not? But I think it's a good idea. Kylie James, do you want to see pen? Well, let's look at pen. Why not? Just give me a heads up that you can hear me again, because I'm not want to sit here talking to my dog who's passed out right now. Otherwise, I'm going to play the intro again. I'm addicted to that intro. Okay, thank Tomasino. Okay. I'll split 50-50 OP. Okay, this is pen. Yeah, wow, yeah. I love this chat. I really love this chat. I used to have this commercial that said this small boy who said, oh, "Okay, I'm loving this chat," something like that. Yes, but commercials are all gone now in my studio. There will be new ones, I think. Okay, I'm gonna erase those lines. We're more or less right on this purple one. If you're watching this for the first time, a purple line says that it's not an exact area of the resistance or support. The pen is trading against the trend. You know that, of course. You know that. You show that. Yeah, I'm really tempted to really call Mr. Fibonacci here, or Fibo, or Mr. Fibo, whatever. but I rather want to look at to keep it simple at those lines here. So this is the big move up on pen. We're talking about pen right now. This pen, it's now struggling with this 90 with some kind of a level resistance and or support. So this is really nice. 6807 should be some kind of support here. And then your next resistance level is here at 69.21. It's $1.20, so you need a really short stop loss here in order to play this one, but you can. Now this looks like a big move. Well, it is a big move, but on no volume. So yeah, the 6807 will give me some confidence in playing this one to the upside. So it has to hold its green line here on a 9 EMA on my daily, and then break this, and then all the way up to this 9. And if it breaks that, then you might be in pen heaven for this one, because your next level to the upside is then 735. So great call on pen also. And it's already 4:30, and I'm not sure if it's on my end. My big old mic seems to be working fine. Thank you, Alexander. Thank you, Robert, for getting back to me on that sound issue. Nice info on that, North Carolina air gunner. So Penn had a bunch of inside sales. So what I really want to do right now, because otherwise it's getting out of hand here. Some people just watch for my watch list. Can you believe it? My watch list is now on the screen. I'm gonna call them out one more time because we have a little bit more viewers right now, and people are tuning in at 4:30 just to watch this big old watch list. So one more time: ABEF, Hope, CGBD, XGN, MIRM. It is Monday morning, isn't it? Mara, Sense, XOM, SKLZ, Cisco, Vion, and Wells Fargo. Let's do this. We looked at ABEF because it's a real small win on a Friday. Just nothing special there. Scalping really. And it's still interesting to me because, well, it moved far above its 200. No, not far above its 200. Broke the 9, broke the 20. And now it's hitting its head against the 50 moving average, which is a strong indicator to me on a daily level. So if it breaks this here, then you're in for a nice treat, I think, to the upsides. It does not move that much normally, but above 326, then you really want to see something like this all the way to this top here. So 12-cent moves, you have to be quick in and out again. But on a $3 stock, a 12-cent move can get you some money if you want that. And of course, you want that. Let's look at Hope. Hope is interesting also because, well, more or less because of the same reasons that ABEF is on this list. So it's now above its 200 here on a daily. This is looking strong here, more or less. It's This is the 20 moving average. This is the 9 hitting its head against the 50 right now. So anything above this one on hope will be a long, and everything, if it does not get past this 1391, then it's a short. It's real simple on these plays for me. Don't put in more lines than you need to. Above this one, it's strong. Under this one, it's not as strong. It might be a short, but after moves like this, which is for small stock, this is a nice move, of course, you can see that. Something like this can happen. If you want to short something like this, then be sure that it's not going to do something like this, because that happens to me all the time. That's why I'm the worst short player in the world. Something like this, so just getting over that line and then drawing back. So this might also happen. So you need some force here in order to see this candle growing. Otherwise, it just might be here in 1, 2, 3 days in consolidation station and then break this. That's something that's possible for this stock. I don't want to play this on a reversal. I want to play this on strengths as some kind of a second day runner, because it falls down before. So a reversal long here is not really in its place, because it might just fall through those levels here, and then you cannot play back to the upside because there's not enough room to play to the upside. So I want to buy this one in strength. And if it doesn't do that, I'm going to take it off my screen and don't look at it anymore. You can put in an alert also. So I'm going to just do that. So if I'm getting it off my screen, it gets through this level no matter what, then I might be getting back to that one. CGBD. Well, I don't have to tell you why I'm looking at this one, because this looks very interesting to me. It's not a big mover normally. So this is what it did since COVID. This is 2020 here, March 2020. That's nice, isn't it? And now it's it has high here, and it just might be all-time highs. No, no, you just looked at it. So no, it opened here back in 2017. Did not do that well. If you're swing trading something like this, then you see something going on like this one here. And then this now is trying to make some kind of a double bottom here. This is your red line, 200 SME, blue line 20 and 9. Two ways of playing this one: to the long side, break above this 9 EMA here, so 1380-ish. But it can also, so everybody's watching this, the bots are watching this, everybody's watching this. What also can happen after this fall here, and then there's a nice jump upwards on this part. It's with not the volume that it sold off to. So this is 105,000. Buy, sold 264. So a lot of people might also want to do something like this. Short it all the way back to 1250. So short players are really interested in plays like these, because it's gives them a real nice level to a real nice target to go to on CGBD. So the levels on CGBD, let me just call them here, are 13. 88, why not 13.48, and then all the way down 12.45, 12.50ish. That's your target if you want to short this, and it's maybe for swing traders this is the interesting thing to do. Be aware that there is some kind of a level here at 12.80. Let me just finish this watch list, and then I might want to look at some other tickers. So this is XGN, sorry, XGN. So it's under 200 now, but getting above the 90 and the 50 here. 9 and 20 are passing here. This looks strong. Above this 50 here, so 13.38 might be something that you want to watch here. Here you might want to see a pull back first before you get into this one. So there's no volume now. I'm sorry. So this is just something that's interesting for a reversal long, because here you have the assurance that this, or not the assurance, but you have a level here you can play out 13.38. You can even put your stop loss here at this point, 13.26-ish. And then trade it back to the upside if that's your game. You can get in this one at multiple ways. We talked about this for a few weeks right now. So what you can do if you are really certain of your case that this is a level, then you can put in your limit order just above it and put your stop loss here. And then play the reversal long. So that's my plan for XGN. Play the reversal long. Plan B will be that it breaks this 14.40, and then I can play this one all the way up $1 to 15.44. So first plan is the reversal long. Second plan is to break out above 14.44. MIRM. So we looked at some of the stocks that the chat put out and said, okay, is this something that you might want to buy right now? So this is looking very dangerous. It is. If a stock tries here on multiple occasions try to break a level here, so, and this is not a real level because, but look at this. This is just not something. So if something double bottoms, so just something like this here, this is almost a double bottom. Those wicks are not something that you want to see, of course, normally, but if the next one eats this one up almost completely, then this is just a strong sign. So this is almost a double bottom and then getting up. So you can play this, but if a chart looks like this, then this is not a quadruple or a heptagonal, if you want to call it like that. It's not. You cannot say it's a treble. It's a treble bottom or something like that. It seems like this one sits here for a while, and if you're trading something like this intraday after a big fall like this, and then it sits here for a while, then this is what I'm calling, it's just building on this level here. So this 30.90 level ish. So this is Lila, which makes it a little bit more difficult because you can say this is a level, but this is an area now here. Maybe put it a little bit to the upside here. So you can do that now on a lila line. If it's lila, purple, pink, whatever you want to call it, then this is an area of supports. It makes it harder to play. So if it breaks this line, then you really can play this on the short sides. It's a little bit bigger frame here. Well, this tells you why you even on a weekly, the same kind of pattern is going on here. So if this lila line here, which is not a line but an area, if this breaks, then it's a short all day. It can still be sit here for a few more days, but if this lila line breaks, put this one on your. I'm just gonna put it here. It is lila, so it is pink. It is purple. Just gonna set an alert here. If it breaks this one, then you can play the short here if you want that. If it against all odds holds this line here and you see some strength back, then what you want to see is some real strength. So what you want to see is not something like this, because this is just not. You want to see something like this, a clear high and a clear high low and a clear higher high in order to play this one back to the upside. Trend now. And if you really want to, then you can draw a line like this here. And if it hits those three highs here, and it certainly does, then this is the little triangle that you should be watching out for. So purple line triangle, short it under this purple one and play it long. If it shows some trend line on MIRM pharmaceuticals. Mara, why don't you? Oh, look at this. There's something around with crypto. Hey, James, good morning. Good morning, tribe. Sid. Yeah, I'm going to finish my watch list and I'm going to go back to chat to see what's going on there. So this is Mara. There is something going on with the coin. 3686 is pre-market open. It's $1 up already, and that's after big day here. So there is something going on. It's not. It is on my watch list. It was on my watch list, and now you can see why. So you want to buy this in strength, so it has to break this high here, and if it breaks this high here, then the next one is 3970-ish. You want to buy stuff like strength. So if it breaks this 3777 is this high. Let's do that. 3777. And if it breaks that, then you can play this one all the way up to this one here. 3985, so 40-ish for Mara. I want to buy this in strength. Sense, the small one. We looked at Sense more than once, and I just want to already. Not with volume, but that's really convincing. But these small ones need So there's no volume here, so you cannot draw any conclusions from it. The only conclusion that you can draw is that a lot of these stocks go, these small stocks, we watch them for a time and then pull them off again, but a lot of these stocks do something like this in pre-market, and then something like this happens after that during pre-market. This is what you see a lot of time. And now there's no volume. It's creeping up here, but it's not really convincing, of course. So you only want to buy this one into strength, because the smaller ones don't bounce it as good as the big boys. So this 350 is something that's interesting to me, to be sure that this is a secondary runner. So it has to stay above this 350. So, but keep your eyes on this during pre-market, because at 7 o'clock, when a lot of platforms open, and at 8 o'clock, it just might get some momentum, and then you can do the pre-market high break. So since it's on my radar, this 350 is your level for now, but if you want to be absolutely certain that it still is, then watch the show at 7:30, and if you want to do that, then follow me on Twitter. So this something, this is not looking great at all. I don't have to tell you that. This is just but Spencer. No, not that Spencer. Trying to get up there now in pre-market. Not with a lot of volume. But if you see your 200 here, so people who are shorting this here at 65, they shorted this one all the way to this point here, and I thought, oh, it's going up again, and then they shorted it again here because this 50 is resistance, and now it got to its 200, and a lot of people are looking at this, and a lot of bots are looking at this, and they see that the bounce on 200 might be some are out or are getting out here. And if this support is really something that's of any substance, then something like this might happen here. Back up to this 55, this gap close is something that you want to watch also for. So 54.36 might be something, and then this 55, 45, 85 might be something. So the levels for some are 53.29, 54.34, and 54, let's say 86. Why not? Good morning, James. We are doing our watch list, and it's 10 minutes to 5. So SKLZs. Oh, why is it on back of my watch list? Well, this is why. This is why. It's a big head and shoulders with a hunch so if you're swing trading something like this, then get technical with Neil. Will tell you all about it, how you can do that. But I am a day trader, so I'm keeping this simple. So you don't have to watch all those levels, all those difficult patterns. Just want to see the break above 1126-ish here, because I don't want to buy this in week. See this one go down. This is the low 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row. Now it's trying to get up there. It's only convincing play for me as a day trader. If it does something like this, then I might be late to the party. So Well, if I'm late to the party, then I'm late to the party. That's it. So I don't know about that. I want to buy this one in strength. There is one other play that you can make. So let's say that this brown one, which is the VWAP, let's say that something like this happens on a scale set, which can happen. I've seen that before. Strange, I have seen this face before. Stop singing. Chris Jones' song. Little intermezzo for you here on the Early Bird Show. So I'm sorry about this one. I had a lot of parties this weekend, so I'm still in a real good mood. So up, and then coming down again, and then bouncing on a VWAP, and then play it again. So not play it again, Sam. I will stop that now. I will stop making some conversation about songs that I heard all weekend long. So up, down, VWAP, bounce on a VWAP, and to the upside again. We're going to talk about in the 7:30 and we're going to talk about price action also in the 7:30 show. It's only on Monday, so you have to be there because it's not a daily thing. It's a weekly thing, and we're going to talk about stocks, and you can put in your tickets, but we're going to do a little bit of more technical things. So VWAP play will be something that's a nice strategy also. Cisco. This is the Cisco play that we wanted. I didn't play it here on Friday. I won't fool you. We wanted it here at this one. So this high, this is the break that we wanted. All the way down. Find support here on the 50. Back up again. Second day runner. Why don't you? Third day runner. Maybe. Cisco. No, this line in the sand is obvious. 58.31-ish. Let's be more secure. 58.37. Okay. 58.37. And if it's making a double top here, then it's a short. Plain and simple. And if it breaks it, it's a long. Plain and simple. It's sometimes so simple. The question is this going to happen? Of course, and that's the question with every stock that we play. Might just sit here for a while and then breaks this 58.37. So I'm going to set my alert here. Why not? Vion broke all its moving averages. Real small stock, all the way up from 150 now, and these small stocks have they are not lottery tickets. Some day traders say they are. I am not agreeing with them because you can clearly see that the pattern here is a pattern that you can follow if you want to. But just play this on strength. Above 175. Why not? Not doing anything right now, so just wait for this one maybe to break. And what you can do is set an alert here at this level here, this 180. So small stocks can be played if you just listen to the levels, if you're just respecting what they are doing and not treating them as lottery tickets, because then they are. So WFC, this is what we wanted to see 10 days ago, 20 days ago, 15 days ago, some days ago, a while ago. It do that. I even think that we played that one, and now it's getting back to to that level and found some supports. So this is was trading in this range for some time. I remember talking about this quite a lot during this trading range, and you could have traded it because the trading range was big enough, but now it just looks like it's trying to find some support, but it's now having some trouble here getting over its 20 moving average and then above 9, so might in strength. 40.16 might be the break to the upside that you want to play here, and if you are not willing to do that, then you just might watch this 46.84 level. Just might you might want to wait for a little pullback here first, and then play the reverse along, and then bam, back to the upside here. So I did ask for it for a while, guys and girls and everybody's. Well, OP is sending out an invitation, so all the people from Germany and from where's my mouse at? And from Poland. Are you giving away free tickets, OP, for the Tesla thing? Or what's going on there? Kiran, stop doing that, please. Play nice. Unless you're falling asleep on your keyboard, which is also a possibility. Okay. He does not listen. He does not listen. So this guy wants some attention. So here we are, Kieran. You've got your attention. I hope you're happy. Smother them with love. It's almost 11 o'clock, so we have some time for a little bit of time for some tickets. If you put in your tickets earlier, then please be sure that you do it again or save them for the 7:30 show, which is a small show, which is a show with a lot of more attention for anybody. So only a few people watching, only the fin fleur of trading business, if I can say that. Now, people want to learn something out there. And it takes some more time for technicals. PMCB now up from 350 all the way up from 420 just in pre-market. But they're giving a lot away again, so up, down, pre-market breakout trade, I would say. So this is convincing all the way up, and what a lot of these small ones do then is something like this, and this one does not. Tries to get up again here, and then it now just fading a little bit, but good eye. Tribe sit, real good eye. So OP, where can we apply to this Tesla thing? Is there a website, or can we just email you, or should they email me, or should they direct DM me on my Twitter, which is possible, I think. So I want to play the breakout on PMCB. I want to play this into strength, not pulling back first. It's a small one, of course, but PMCB above 428 which is pre-market high. So I want to do the pre-market high break here. And if it is still pre-market high, then it will be 428, but keep watching this one. Looks like it wants to get above that 421, 428, I'm sorry, before markets open. That was not rightly spelled, but you know what I'm talking about. Martin Apollo. Yeah, we looked at this one here and wanted this price action play. Never did that, and now get up into that level, more or less. Erase those. I am a little bit worried about this one. Cannot say that the level. Yeah, you can always do the breakout here, but I'm not gonna support this on these recent IPOs. Why do you do it in green? I don't know. That's great, OP. So follow OP on his Twitter line or just visit our show every day, because OP is here almost every day if you have him. And if you want to go to the Tesla event, and it just might be something that you want to go to. Okay, let's do XLE. Why don't you? What? It's not XLE. I'm not going to interfere with your strategy on options for this one. I'm just going to the lines here, and these are two lines here that this might be of some interest to you. 45.14, and this one is 45.17. So it's as close as you can get to a double bottom. If this is getting strong again, then it really has to overcome a lot of resistance here. So hard to play this one to the upside right away, because the 200 here is your first, and then so to the upside 47, and then again here 47, 44, and it's not a big mover normally, and then 48, 47. These are all the lines that you have to take into account if you want to trade to the upside. 46.99 might be your signal that of this small little bounce that seems to make here, and then people might want to short it again here to the downside. Short it to the downside. That's short it again. So 47 really is the level here for you for the long and the short side. So it is 5 minutes past 11. If you have any tickets left that I did not mention or did not have the time for, as I often do, then you can just DM me in my Twitter account and I will look at it. And I think if it makes sense, I will put it on a watch list for the 7:30 show today. You can visit the 7:30 show also, of course, because it's a show that we do a little bit much more technicals. And if you know where it's at, and follow me on Twitter. The Twitter handle is under this video. If you're gonna trade today, trade safe. If you're gonna do something else today, do that safe also. This was the Early Bird Show. Thanks for all the people in chat. Please, we are up to 65 viewers now, and I think there are more than 200 who watch this for some time. Not everybody's going to watch this for a full hour. I can understand that. If you're watching this now, hit that like. If you're watching this not live, but in an hour or two, at 7 or at 6 or whenever, hit that like also. We need to really swallow that algorithm monster and be sure that it's something that we can beat. So hit the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks for watching. One last thing, tomorrow I have something else on my plate. So tomorrow there's no Early Bird Show, but Wednesday there will be. And so I will see you all back on Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. And for the people at the 7:30 show, I'll be back in just a few hours. Thanks for watching and bye-bye.